All right. If you haven't figured it out, if it's your first time here, this is a very informal call. We're all friends here. There's no bad questions. And the whole idea of Build It with Chris is to watch me work with the technology so that you can see what steps there are in order to actually make this stuff work, because we all see these online presentations that are like, hey, click a button and it works, when it's not actually that easy. So you actually see all the steps that are involved in it, and you get to see it break. The whole purpose is to kind of see me in the hot seat, work in the CRM, and understanding that nothing is perfect. Stuff does break, but we can fix it and we can get it launched. And it's here to actually get you results with a CRM in your mortgage business. So, with that, we will get started. And we are going to start with Lisa, and then we're getting it into, we have a full campaign structure to generate deals for you. This is just a killer campaign. I can't wait to build it for you, and we'll get into it. So, Lisa, kick us off. How you doing, girl?
Hi. Hey, Chris, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Great. I liked your wig.
Thank you.
It was nice.
Nice
Uh,
for a day.
yeah, it was nice for the moment. Um, okay, Jessica and I are going to be working on targeting like the Facebook ads towards agents.
Nice.
And I was looking at our Freedom Club menu, and I see Build It with Chris. And then there's a class, but how can we, like, we're going to need more help. We're going to need more help getting through this.
That's the
So
same thing. That's the same thing I wanted to ask about too. I need some real guidance on that.
Okay. So this is awesome
I
because
know you're talking about insurance today, but boy, that I think that Facebook campaign to realtors is critical.
it is. And I love the analogy of the wet ice on wet ice and never making a cold call. So if you're here for the first time, what we do is inside the CRM, we give you a list of 300 qualified agents per month. So you can go in, Redder is built into the CRM. You can go in and you can export 300 qualified agents a month into a workflow. And a qualified agent is somebody that's doing a minimum of 8 buy side transactions in the last 12 months. So you pull out the list of all those real estate agents, click a button, it goes into the CRM, and we've pre built a workflow that goes for a year. And once a week, there's an email that gets dripped out to those realtors, and the CRM has a power dialer. So the workflow automatically adds them to the power dialer. So you can just log in, click the power dial button, and it starts dialing the qualified agents. But we also have this little section that says add to Facebook custom audience. So just by clicking the button and adding the realtors to the workflow, they're added to a power dialer and added to that custom audience on Facebook so that just they see your ads on Facebook. So you're spending $5 a day on Facebook ads, and the only people that are seeing those ads are qualified agents in your local marketplace that are getting phone calls and emails from you on a regular basis. And the reason why we do the Facebook ads is not to generate leads from Facebook. The reason why we do the Facebook ads is so that they see your name and your face consistently. They see testimonials from happy past customers. They see your content. They see your branding. It's about making it so that eventually you can't make a cold call because they're used to seeing your content and your face on social media. It's like 20 years ago, if you could buy a TV spot on NBC News at 6 o'clock or whatever, right? Like if you could get on TV at 6 o'clock and get that name and brand recognition, we can buy that for pennies now, going through Meta and showing you on Facebook and Instagram. So
It's for awareness.
that's right. And that's why we call it wet ice on wet ice. Like when you make your phone calls, they recognize your name, they know who you are, they're more open to the conversation. And then after you've had a conversation with them, they remember who you are so that when they do want that second opinion on a mortgage or something starts to go a little bit south potentially on one of the deals that they're working on, you're the first person to get the call. So Lisa, my media buyers are available to you every single day. So Monday to Friday, we have a call. It's the phase 3 call, I think. Amy? When is the phase 3 call? So the advanced call for all of our members.
So we have the phase 3 with Alexa, which is 1:30. And we have the phase 4 call, which is more advanced with Cole, and that's at 1 p.m.
1 p.m. Okay, so 1 p.m. with Cole. So that call, so 1 p.m. every day, Monday to Friday. You can hop on that call with Cole and just say, Cole, I want the realtor campaign. And he'll
Where
literally
do we find that link to get on that call?
Eastern Standard Time. Amy will post that. Actually, we can't post it here because this is an open call. It's not just for members.
It's in classes, isn't it, Chris?
Yeah.
It's
Under
on the
classes.
website. It's on the member site, Brad.
Okay,
Under classes.
under classes, okay.
Yep.
It's also in the CRM. On the left side main menu, it'll be under class registration.
Okay,
Awesome.
on the CRM.
Correct. Yes.
Hi, Chris.
Awesome. So we've got,
Yeah, okay, yeah.
so if you're
Class.
inside the CRM, there's this menu bar on the left-hand side that says class registration, and you
Okay.
want to register for step 4, grow and scale.
And that's
so-
at 1 o'clock.
Yeah, 1 o'clock Eastern. And he's our media buyer, one of our media buyers. So he'll literally get you to share your screen. You log into your Facebook advertising account, and he'll help you set up everything inside your account. So you own it. It's yours. It's your advertising campaign. You totally control it. And so you hop on that call, ask him for what you want, and he'll build your ad campaigns. And
Great.
that goes
Thank you
for,
very much. That's exactly what I got to do.
yeah.
Is that going to be 1 o'clock today also?
I believe so. Yes.
Great.
Hi, Chris.
Yes.
Hi, it's Alex. I've been actually asking Cole for the past 2 weeks, and he said he's actually recording a video, I guess, showing that, but I haven't received that yet. So I've been asking him, and I'm going to that call every day.
Okay, awesome. Well, he shouldn't be shooting you a video to show it to
Okay.
you. He should be building it for you right there on the call. So
Just to let you know.
perfect. I appreciate that. Amy?
I got it. Andre or Alexa, we'll have I'll have Cole reach out and get that built out for you.
Cool. Thank you very much. All right. So that is that. Jerry, brother, before we hop into the campaign, what you got? How can we help you?
Okay, so I've been working on the AI mortgage qualification. The very first step, I mean, I'm maybe missing something, but there's a trigger. You put the people in. The first question is, let's get started with your mortgage pre-qualification. You have 2 hours to answer each question before it gets timed out. Is there supposed to be something that goes in front of that is soft leading them into this, that I'm supposed to be doing it from a funnel or from something, or because I've just been popping some people in and they're opting out quickly because there's no lead into it.
Right.
And
So
I don't know how to put anything above this to go, hey, are you looking to get qualified for a home? You know, something before it just hits them hard with, you got 2 hours to do this.
So the bot is designed that the lead in is ahead of them getting to the bot. So let's take the open house as an example. So the way that I love using this is approaching real estate agents and saying, hey, I'm going to make you a QR code. It's going to go to a lead generation form, and you can use this as your open house check-in. So put it at the front of all your open houses. When people come in, get them to scan the code, put in all their information, and tell them this thing is going to ask you questions about mortgage application so that you know how much home you qualify to buy, what your budget's going to be. So they're pre-framed at the open house that the tool is going to ask them the questions to pre-qualify them for the mortgage. So it's not designed for you to get a list of people and dump them into it. It's designed to have offers in front of it, and it's the follow-up tool to the opt-in.
Okay, so I use MoveTo that
Yeah.
has the open house QR code, but that won't give them into this. That's to get them to see the video for MoveTo on the open houses. So I would mean I'd have to do another QR code, or is MoveTo supposed to connect over into your CRM somehow too at some point in time.
Yes, that
But-
integration is done and built, and you can move the MoveTube leads right into your CRM. So at that point, what you could do at the top of the workflow is send them a couple of emails or send them a text message, and just like, hey, would you like to know how much home you qualify to buy? If they put yes, then you drop them into the bot. If they say no, then they're not a qualified lead. But
Okay. And then,
you know what I mean?
yeah, I do get leads at where I'm working. That if I send them a text with a code into it, you know, instead of going into just fill an application here, which can be, but I could create a QR code or create something to send to them that would link them into that, right?
Yep.
And put something in front of it, right? That's another way.
100%. Yeah. And so if you're getting a lead, you would send out that first initial message, text message or email, however you're responding back to those leads. And it's like, hey, it's Jerry. I'm happy to help. Here's all my contact information. Let me know if you have any questions. And I've built this AI approval bot that can help walk you through the qualification process. You know, click here to get started, or reply back yes, and I'll send you the messages. And based off them clicking the link or saying yes, then the bot can kick in at that point.
Okay, and then because that is such a large, complex CRM, I went through it and tested one of them and put that I had a 580 FICO score, right? And at the end of it, it goes and says, I'm sorry, you don't qualify, and sends them off to nothing to do with me.
Yes.
It goes to, and how am I supposed to know all of those steps to this massive amount of strings that's in that channel to get that to where it's really going to something that goes to me that says something, because it's not, I mean, it's directing them off way out of my side.
Okay. So that is a phenomenal question. For those of you that are not members of the Loan Officer CRM, we have built a workflow to pre-qualify your leads, 100% powered by AI. So it asks all the same questions. Like we figured out there's basically, you know, the 4 C's of credit, right? But we figure there's about 7 questions what we need to know whether or not we're dealing with a qualified buyer. And we've built that into an actual workflow itself. And so it's called the AI mortgage qualification workflow. And that's what Jerry's asking about. So inside the Loan Officer CRM, all of these workflows are pre-built for you. So when you buy the CRM, all the pre-done workflows come inside the system. And as you can see, you know, every 2 weeks, basically, we've got a new workflow that we launch out that we teach you on that is an asset for you. So this one here is called the AI mortgage qualification workflow. And what happens is a lead comes in, it tags them, adds them to an opportunity pipeline so you can track them. So you can see, hey, new lead came in, had a conversation with them, they booked an appointment. It tracks them through the whole workflow of getting a lead all the way to closing a deal and then following up with them after that. So it adds them to that pipeline, sends you a notification that you've got a new lead, and then it starts a text messaging conversation with the lead. So another great example of this is Facebook ad.
How are you?
So you could run a Facebook ad that
Good.
says text phone number to, you know, text apply to your phone number. And our automated AI engine will let you know how much home you qualify to buy and what your rate and payment will be. It was a phenomenal lead gen offer to put out there. Now, if you're new to the mortgage marketing animals, we believe that you should be following the daily success plan, and the majority of your business should be from your database and referral relationships, real estate agents mainly, but also financial planners, insurance agents, and that's what we're going to be talking about today. So we're not big on the whole online leads thing because online leads convert at about 1%. But to give you the concept of how this bot is built, anybody can text a phone number, fill out a form, scan a QR code and fill out that form. They go in and this system automatically starts asking them questions to determine whether or not they're a qualified borrower so that you don't have to chase or cold call leads. The AI is having a conversation with that lead so you can watch the conversation. And if it looks like they're qualified, you can enter the conversation or just let the bot do the work and it will automatically book the qualified ones on your calendar as an appointment. So everybody has the context of what this thing is. So Jerry, if you want to change that first text message that goes out and that message that's in there, so the lead comes into the workflow, this text goes out here, you can see we've modified this one and it just says, let's get started on your mortgage pre-qualification. We've taken out the, hey, you've only got 2 hours to do this. We've taken that out of this specific workflow. So you can just click on that first text message and change the message. Now, where it says custom values question 1, that's the AI component. So that's the AI in the background being like, okay, what is the first question that I need to ask a borrower to find out if they're qualified? And our prompt document that we use to teach this AI says, okay, we need to know whether or not somebody has a home already that they're interested in buying. Like, are you looking to buy now on a specific property or are you just looking? So that's our first qualification question. And then once they answer that, it can go down multiple pathways. Like, yes, I have a house. No, I don't have a house. Or they can ask a random question, right? So at the very end, where you're saying, hey, they don't qualify, and it's sending out this random link, you go all the way to the bottom of the questions, right? So you can see, and I don't want anybody to feel overwhelmed, but it took us months to map out all of the potential conversation flows that can happen while we're finding out whether or not somebody is qualified. But down here at the bottom, at the very bottom of the workflow, we've got credit scores above 620, credit scores less than 620. And then we're moving them all the way over to this one here. So if they don't meet that credit score criteria, this message that kicks out that says, hey, unfortunately, looks like you're not going to qualify. Here's some information on debt consolidation or whatever it is. You go into that text message and just change that text. It's just like, hey, looks like you need a little bit of help with your credit. Go read this blog on my website. And so you can change the link that that goes to. We just put a generic one in there because we wanted you to be able to launch the workflow and for people to still have like an endpoint that they could go to. And we couldn't specialize it for each specific client. But you can go in there and just edit that text at the bottom. And we also have, so Amy, what I'd like us to do is shoot a video specifically for the members, either Sachin or Cole. Just shoot a video and show exactly which text message they go to in this workflow to edit so that they can change that link and redirect people to that link.
Sure.
Jerry will make sure that you get that.
That'd be nice to know those kind of things on these, like how to use them, like a quick tutorial video. That's awesome. I really appreciate that because I'm looking at this going, I have to go through each and every one of these and they're, you know, it's a lot to try to figure out.
Yes.
And I just happen to go through one and say, okay, what happens if they can't qualify, and it sends it out to someplace else. And I'm like, okay, now I gotta try to go through and find my path through all of these little cookie crumbles that are out there. And it's like massively overwhelming. So,
and it is an AI that automatically takes a mortgage application. So by definition, it's complicated, right? But don't worry, the team's going to walk you through it. And again,
One
You're-
question, one thing that has come up often is in SMSs. It's been defaulted to have my signature template into it also. That was a defaulted when it came
Yes.
in, which now creates it. But the problem is it's more than what a text can do. So the texts are failing. So I would assume that it would have been something, that signature file shouldn't be there. It just should say a name or something, not all of my stuff. And here's my, rating, star rating stuff and all that, that now all those texts are failing.
So, and that's also because we put a limitation on the thing. And that's more of a customer support call question, or get with your account manager and they'll manage all that stuff for you.
Now, when you guys update, because you find
Sorry,
something
Jerry,
that's
this isn't a customer support call.
Okay, never mind.
This is Build
We
It
got
with
it.
Chris,
Fine.
where we're building a specific campaign.
Okay.
Awesome.
Let's go on.
Yep. Cool. All right. So what we're doing today is our AI insurance outreach. So for everybody to get the big idea of what we're doing, this is called the Evergreen database, essentially. Okay. So we should all be spending our time doing the daily success plan. So 2 hours of calls, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, right? We're following the daily success plan. All of this is extras on top. So if you're not currently following the daily success plan, you do not want to spend hours working inside your CRM, working on all this techie stuff. Make phone calls. Make phone calls 2 hours a day. If you're not making phone calls 2 hours a day, you shouldn't have a CRM. It's just, listen, I'm here to make you successful. And that is the thing that will move the needle and put deals in your pipeline. The mortgage industry is the best business in the world because we can get paid like dentists, doctors, and lawyers running very simple systems. The CRM is to keep you organized, keep you on point, make sure things don't fall through the cracks, and to make your business easier. So these are the extras that we bolt on top of the daily success plan. Does that make sense with everybody? Everybody with me? Cool. All right. Some tough love from Chris Johnstone on a Friday afternoon. All right. So these go on top. Now, as you're Vincent's like, come on, give it. I love it. Man, do that DSP. Okay. So when you're doing the DSP, you have a qualified list of agents. We give you that list inside the CRM with the Redder integration. You get 300 qualified agents. When you're reaching out to those qualified agents, the more offers that you can make to those agents, the more yeses you will get. So we start by following the DSP, and we start with the standard coffee appointment, right? Hey, I see you're doing amazing things out there. You're qualified. I'm a student of success. I like to hang out with successful people. I'd love a quick 15-minute Zoom call where we have a coffee together to learn about you. All right, we're not asking for the business yet. It's not until we have that second call. But if you're making your calls for 8 weeks, by week 7, when you've already talked to them once and you're trying to get the appointment, sometimes it's a little bit weird to hit them with the same offer. So what we're giving you is a toolkit with different offers in it, so that as you're talking to agents that have different problems and pain points, you have an offer that matches with their pain point. Okay. So this specific offer is designed for qualified real estate agents and insurance professionals. And the whole idea is that we're going to work their database with them to get mortgage deals for you and referrals for them. So today's campaign that we're going to build is based on insurance. The reason why: insurance agents want your business. There are insurance training organizations that say, hey, pick up the phone and call loan officers, because loan officers can send you insurance deals, right? So the insurance professional wants to hear from you. The magic of this is that insurance is a low ticket, high volume business. That means these established insurance businesses in your local marketplace have a ton of customers that have home insurance policies, auto insurance policies, all of these policies. They have databases of thousands and thousands of past customers, right? By a showing of hands here on the call, how many of you have gotten a phone call from your insurance agent in the last 90 days thanking you for the business? 1, 2, we got 2 out of 91, maybe 3, right? Because they're not working their databases, because they don't know what to say when they call and they have no offer. It's like, right? They have this thing like, I can't make my calls. So what we're doing is we're offering to work their database for them. Now, the wonderful thing about what's happening in the marketplace right now is we're in an environment where interest rates might be going down even further, which is a great opportunity and a reason to reach out to all these past insurance clients. So I'm going to show you the workflow, walk you through it real quick, and then I'll show you how to load it into the CRM and what it looks like inside the CRM. So here is our insurance outreach. So this is a campaign inside the CRM where you can go out and get insurance contacts. So I suggest that you start with people that you already know in the insurance industry. If you're starting out totally cold and you don't know anybody in the insurance industry, awesome. Google is our friend. Go to Google, type in insurance agent in your local marketplace, open up the map, and sort by reviews. You want to call the ones that have the most 5-star ratings and reviews first. They will most likely be the largest, and work your way down the list. Another great way to get referrals to insurance agents is to ask your real estate partners, right? Hey, who do you know in the insurance business that I should know that does a great job for your clients? And then the other people that you should be asking for referrals in the insurance industry is your clients. When you onboard with them and you're asking, hey, who are you going to use for your home insurance? You get that contact, and that's part of your daily success plan and making your calls while you're doing your status updates, when you're doing your status update calls, right? Jen, how am I doing? So far, so good? All right. So then we do this outreach. You just drop them into the workflow inside the CRM. So the subject line in the first email is insurance referrals / local lender. Pretty much every insurance agent is going to open that email, right? First name, my name is, and then you insert your name from the CRM into the system. I was referred to you by client name, or I saw your X number of reviews on Google, or I've heard great things about you from client name. I put all 3 of these in here because you're going to have a specific way that you're running the campaign. So you kind of take these and put them on there. So I saw your reviews on Google. I've heard great things about you from client name, or I was referred to you by name. I'm reaching out to see if you have room for more referrals in your insurance agency. And you could literally take these out. If you don't want to customize this, you could just take that line out. Hi, my name is your name. I'm reaching out to see if you have room for more referrals in your insurance agency. That would work just as well. We have a special marketing plan that produces opportunities for both of us. Do you have 15 minutes for a quick chat to see if we align with your current goals? You can use this link to find a time that works best for you, or give me a text or call at number. And then your number is automatically inserted in there. And it says link, thank you, and then your signature. Campaign waits a week and then sends the next email. That is only if they don't respond to the first one. If they respond to the first email or the phone call that you put out to them, campaign shuts off. They're not going to get any other messages. But if they don't respond, then we send a subject line referrals. First name, my name is, and then your name goes in here. Are you able to take on more referrals in your insurance agency? We have a special marketing plan that produces opportunities for both of us. Do you have a quick 15 minutes for a chat? So as you can see, there's 4 emails in the system. So we're going to pop in here. Sachin, are we ready with our special member surprise for Todd?
Yeah. Both
Awesome.
the workflows are in his account. So
awesome. So I put together a special bonus for our good friend here, Todd. Todd Claus, are you here?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, I am.
Yes, sir. Right on. Well, I hate to put you on the spot.
No, it's fine.
Welcome to Build It with Chris.
Right on.
We have built these inside your account. So you can see we're inside Todd's account here. And Todd, you've got these two new campaigns right here. So the AI insurance outreach that I just walked through, that's in your campaign right there. So
that's awesome.
We go to workflows, we go in here. Now you can trigger tag in here and you can just add a contact to your CRM and apply the tag of insurance agent outreach, and it will automatically put that insurance agent into this workflow and start marketing to them. Another way that you can do this is you can add a trigger of a form. So we could say form submitted, and we can create a form specifically for your insurance agents where you can fill out the information on the form, hit submit, and it will automatically move them into the workflow.
Oh, that's great.
I prefer doing the tag application. That's just me because I like to just put them in the CRM and apply the tag, but you could do that either way. It's going to assign to a user. Now, I'm assuming that you probably want these assigned to you because these are personal relationships with insurance agents.
Correct. Thank you.
Okay, cool. So we'll assign those to you, save that. And then email number 1 is going to go out. So using the email editor, it's as simple as clicking on the email, and the from email will be your email. So because we've assigned the user to Todd, we can just click on this little tag here, and we want this to be user email. So Todd's email is automatically going to be pulled from the settings inside the CRM and using that as the from email. The great thing about this is if Todd decides, hey, I'm too busy, I want to hire a business development rep for insurance relationships, he can come in here and just assign the contacts to a business development rep, and it will automatically change the email inside the messages, and you don't have to go through and re-edit them all because it is based on who's assigned the contact inside the CRM. Todd, you with me on that?
I am. That's great. Thank you.
Cool.
Chris, so we're going to create our own list of insurance agents, right?
Correct. Yeah.
And then we're going to, and then when we have that list, we can assign that list to the workflow, and we can edit these letters that you've given us already.
You got it.
Got it.
Absolutely. So subject line, just like you saw in the document, insurance referrals - local lender. And the message is, hey, contact first name. My name is, and then we'll put your name in here. And we're actually going to go user full name because that's automatically going to put your Todd Claus in there. I was referred to you by, or I saw your X reviews on Google. I've heard great things about you from client name. I'm just going to take that right out of this template because I know you like to do things big and you like to do things.
Did you catch that? Yeah, Ben can tell you.
So 21 different users, 21 users. That's amazing. So, but anyways, so this is, we're just going to take that personalization out of the template. I'm reaching out to see if you have more. Let me see if you have room for more referrals in your insurance agency, and the rest of the template goes in here. You can use this link to find a time that works best for you, or give me a call at, and then your phone number is automatically going to be inserted in there. And that phone number is the one that's on your profile. So it'll be the CRM's phone number, not your cell phone number. So they're calling back into the CRM. So if you miss the call, automatic text is going to go out and everything's tracked inside the CRM.
And that's going to my answering service.
Perfect. That's amazing. And then we've got user calendar link, which is automatically connected to your calendar. So they can click on that link, see the available times in your calendar, pick a date and time, and automatically book on your calendar. So you've dropped them into the workflow and you see appointments showing up on your calendar with insurance agents that want to meet with you for 15 minutes.
That's
super
awesome.
simple. Thank you. And then your email signature goes down here at the bottom. We're not going to add any attachments.
Let
and
me
we're
ask you
all
about
good to
that
go.
signature, because I do have the 21 accounts. Could there be a drop down somewhere where I could just go up and pick, one of them specifically, because each account has a different local phone number?
So that is done in the user. So remember I said you need like if you've got 20 people that you're going to have with 20 different phone numbers,
Mhm.
each of them is a user account underneath
Oh,
your
okay.
account.
I
So
got it.
the signature is based on whoever is assigned to the contact.
Perfect. I get it.
Okay.
Thanks.
Awesome. Right on. So we save that action. And then you can see the timer's automatically in here. It's going to wait for 1 week. So the way that we've got this set up is with caffeine. We do everything with caffeine over here at the Loan Officer CRM. Time delay of 7 days, but there's this advanced window button here. I'm going to turn that on and make sure the CRM is only going to send these messages out Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So you can see Saturday and Sunday are not blue.
Mhm.
So the system will not send a message on a Saturday or Sunday, no matter what. Awesome. We have these set as a window, and I'm going to set this at an exact time. So I've changed this from a window of 9 a.m. to, normally these are set to 5 p.m. But I'm going to get rid of that because it's going to send the messages at 9 a.m. And I know an insurance agent, they're getting to the office. We want them to get into things. We want to hit them around 10, 10:30. Open rates on messages are typically pretty good 10 o'clock. So we're going to change this to exact, and we're going to message them at 10 a.m. Where are we here? And then no additional filters, but you can also put additional filters in there based on, hey, they've got to do a certain activity to get the email or whatever it is. But that's all good. So now we're waiting 7 days. And then if you've dropped this person in on a Tuesday, the next Tuesday at 10 o'clock in the morning, the next email is going to be sent out, which is email number 2.
I have a question on the wait period. So
Yes.
if you're waiting 7 days, it's not 7 days and then it goes the next day, it happens on the 7th day?
Correct.
Okay, cool. Thanks.
Yeah, you got it. So then we've got from name, and we're going to do the user full name, from email, and we're going to put in user email, subject referrals. And then the template goes in here. I contact first name, my name is, and then we're going to put in your name. And you can see here for all of our users, you just click on the custom values tab that's right there, click on user and full name, and that will automatically take whoever's assigned to the contact and insert their name inside the email. We're going to take out this customization line. My name is username. Are you able to take on more referrals in your insurance agency? Pretty good offer, right?
Yeah.
We have a special marketing plan that produces opportunities for both of us, which is the reason why we're reaching out, because people are skeptical, like, oh, what's in it for you? Well, it's a marketing campaign and we're both going to get results. So it's already overcome the objection of like, what are you trying to sell me? Right? Do you have 15 minutes for a quick chat? You can use this link or give me a call. Here's your phone number. Here's the calendar link. Thank you. And then your email signature automatically goes on the bottom. Todd, any questions about that?
Yeah, Chris, can I ask what exactly are we offering these insurance agents? I know how with real estate agents with their online leads, we can work them through the CRM, but what are we doing for these insurance agents? How are we giving referrals and exactly what's the offer?
Awesome. Okay. So Robert, man, awesome question. Awesome question. So I'm gonna Todd, don't worry, we're not gonna forget about this. Okay. But we're gonna fast forward in time for Robert, because if he's asking the question, many people here are probably asking the same question. So I'm gonna move into our second document, and this is the message that we're going to send out to the database of the insurance professional. Now, keep in mind, this also works for financial planners. This works for real estate agents, works for everybody, because all of them struggle because most of them don't follow up with their past customers. They're looking for a reason and an offer to reach out to their database. So what you're giving them is a database marketing campaign. The database marketing campaign is an offer for you to do a refinance with these clients, but done in a way where there's tremendous value. So I will read you the email template of the email that the insurance agent is going to have sent to their database. Now, they can send it, or you can send it on their behalf with all their contact information on it. But this message goes to the insurance customers, past customers. Does that make sense? Everybody with me?
I think what Robert was wondering about was in the first series of calls that go out to the insurance agents, what are we asking them to do? Well, we're asking them to in the 15-minute call that we're hoping we'll get, we're asking them if we can market to their database
for them.
right?
Yes.
And then these opportunity letters would be the letters that would go to the agent's database.
That's right. So, and Corey, yes, when they call and say yes, then you're saying, okay, great. Yeah. Either send me over the list, or why don't I come into your office, or why don't we hop on a Zoom and let's send this through your CRM. So you can send it through their CRM and just swipe and deploy our templates, or you can do it inside our CRM with their information on it. You just create your insurance agent as a user on your system, input their fields, and your account manager can help you with all this stuff. So this email would come out as from insurance agent, from the insurance agent's email address. So this is from the insurance agent to their client. You've just provided them with the content. And the subject line is how to save money every month. First name, thank you for your business. We appreciate you choosing, and then you insert the insurance company's name there. Right? We appreciate you choosing insurance company name for your insurance needs and appreciate the referrals of your friends, family members, and coworkers. Right there, there's value for the insurance agent. We're using the Just Ask script that we use on our mortgage past customers, right? And we're starting to introduce them to the Just Ask campaign for their database. I mean, you want to make a really big impact for your realtors? Get your realtors to call their past clients every couple of months. Like instant results, right? No income claims, right? Big disclaimer, but make phone calls, get results, right? So anyways, we are always on the lookout to provide value to you. Typically, that means ensuring that you're in the right insurance products based on your situation. But due to the recent economic changes, we found another opportunity that we think might help you a lot. So we've just made the pivot as to like, hey, you haven't reached out to your database in a long time. Here's the reason why. Recent economic changes is why you're reaching out to your past customer database. Don't worry, there's nothing for sale. Overcoming the objection of, hey, they're going to try and sell me something. Did you know that the average American homeowner right now has roughly $40,000 in high interest debt? That's primarily credit cards, student loans, auto loans, and lines of credit. The interest rates, which sets how much you pay each month on these types of credit, can be very high. Credit cards can be 20% plus. When you average it all together, the percentage is over 10%. 10% on $40,000 is $4,000 a year, just in interest without paying down any of the balances. That's $333 a month, which is why I'm reaching out today. It is estimated that the average American homeowner also has $250,000 in home equity in their home. Mortgage interest rates are far below 10%, which means that you can use the equity in your home to pay off all your debt, get rid of all the high interest percentage monthly payments, and use that extra money to pay off your mortgage faster, or simply use the savings in your personal life. Now, I don't know your personal financial situation, but I wanted you to have this information as a thank you for being our client and for trusting us with your referrals. So again, we're looping it back to the reason why the insurance agent sends this email is the value of the information in the content. Like, hey, if you own a home, doing a refinance might be able to get rid of this debt. But we haven't centered anybody out and said, hey, you might have high interest debt. We've just said the average American has $40,000 in debt and this much in equity, which is an opportunity, right? Then we get into selling you. We've built a relationship over the years with, and then you insert your name and your company name here. So the insurance agent is now endorsing you and your mortgage company. I've asked them to provide you with a free equity analysis to see if this is a good option for you. They'll hop on a free confidential call with you, get an overview of your finances, and give you recommendations custom tailored to you. Nothing for sale, no pressure. If a refinance makes sense, they can help you out with that, but only if it makes sense. I work with them regularly and I trust them to take great care of you. You can book a free one-on-one call with them by clicking on this link or by calling, and then you insert your tracking phone number. And then your booking link goes here. Best wishes and thank you again for working with us. And then the email signature. Now, there's multiple emails in this campaign. There's 3 of them that go out to that past customer database. But imagine you go to an insurance company, right? And they have 1,000 past customers in their database. A 10% interest rate, and by interest rate, I mean people that are interested in the offer from the emails that get sent out. That's 100 leads for refinances, right? These insurance databases can be massive. So that, Robert, is your offer to the insurance agent.
Focusing on the refi. The hook is the refi, the refi on the property.
That's right.
Yep, that's what it comes down to. The refi to pay off high debt and things like that within their own customer database.
That's right.
All right.
And they're going to need a updated insurance policy because of that, right? Chances are the house has gone up in value, so they're going to need to get more insurance. So it's a win all the way around.
Because the insurance agent rewrites the policy and gets
Right.
paid on the full amount again.
Exactly. Yeah.
So it's a win-win for everybody involved.
Yeah, it's good plan.
Does everybody see how that, Lisa, great to have you on the call. Thank you for being here. But does everybody see how that comes together? And now the automation of the CRM just makes it so that you can do it at scale. Robert, that was a great question.
Hey, Chris.
Yeah.
Chris, man, Chris,
Vincent.
if I may.
Yeah.
The real hook is that you're bringing value to that guy's customer base by showing them a way to get rid of the debt that they may be having and the extra interest that they're paying on their credit cards. And you're trying to save them a way, show them a way to bring more value to his customer's base. I would think that that's the real hook. Would you agree or disagree?
Absolutely. Yeah. 100% it's about value. It is about
That's
value
right.
to the insurance agent because they want to reach out to those past customers, but it's the same call reluctance that we have in calling our past customer database. If you don't have a script and you don't have a reason and you don't feel like you're bringing something of value to that database, it's really hard to make those calls. That's why Mortgage Marketing Animals is so powerful. We have a reason why, there's that reason for the call. There's the proven scripts. So when you go to an insurance agent and effectively communicate the value that goes to the database just with the information and the fact that they can generate more commissions, and there's so many benefits to it. It's you bringing value to the insurance agent, which then opens up a referral relationship. Again, keep in mind, you can take this to qualified real estate agents. You can take this to the insurance professionals. You can take this to financial planners. You can take this to all kinds of professionals. You are always the value. You're the hub in the spoke. You are the value in the relationship. This is just another way to wrap up that open. You got it. All right, cool. I love
Chris.
the Q&A, and that's why I'm here. Sorry, who was that?
Jerry.
Hey, Jerry.
Hey, question for financial advisors and such is have you seen where there's a compliance issue of them submitting their database over to us to be able to plug in here?
I am not I'm not the guy for compliance.
Well, I know. I'm just that's a question that I could see coming up between this is, hey, I'm throwing my database over to you.
Yep.
And I just wanted to know if anybody has done this and have had any kind of pushback or, I know like talking to agents, 99.9% of the agents don't have a database. You know, some do, but most of them I've talked to, I say, do you have your stuff in the database to work on? And they don't. So I'm like, but I just wanted to know about if, you know, who's using this, what their, um, you know, pushback rate is on just, you know, getting them to get their database over into the system, or is it one that they would set a Zapier link to push it over, or how that's functioned to that? I love the idea of this.
Yeah. So all of those are opportunities for you to bring value to the relationship. So if you're focused on qualified agents, so 8 or more buy side transactions a year. So at a 12 months of the year, they're doing a minimum of 8 transactions and they don't have a database in a CRM. You just won. You just won that relationship for life because you can get in your car, drive to the office, sit down with the agent and say, give me your cell phone. Let's go. I'm going to build your database and we're going to make you $1 million. Because if you've got 100 past clients and you work it like I'm going to teach you how to work it, over the next 10 years of your career, you do $1 million worth of commissions.
Would you have them do a Covey export with their cell phone?
So yes, I would. But it's more important to get the mindset right of if you've got a top producing agent, your ability to open a referral relationship can hinge on solving a very small problem. So I'll tell you a quick story. We only have 5 minutes here. And Todd, I'm going to stick around and get this built for you. So with us only having 5 minutes left, Jerry, I'm going to answer your question and tell you a funny little story about me. But before I do, those of you that are not customers of the Loan Officer CRM, I would like you to be a customer. And just go to Google and type in Loan Officer CRM. We come up in the very top spot underneath all the ads organically. So if you go to Google and you type in Loan Officer CRM, you'll see on the front page of Google, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 ads. And then at the very top, you see loanofficercrm.ai. So Carl White and I have built this program for you, and it has what we feel are all of the features and campaigns that you need to be successful. It's got the power dialer. It's got all the pre-done workflows. It's got all the qualified agent data. It's got everything that you need. It's $297 a month. And there's no risk in purchasing today because you've got 30 days to try the whole thing out. And if at any point in 30 days you're not happy, we'll give you 100% of your money back because we're not in it for the $297. We're here to do things like this, help change your life, help make your business easier. So if you're here and you're considering, go to loanofficercrm.ai, invest in the program today. You got 30 days to try it out. I'd love to see you on the inside. And thank you for being here. Jerry.
Chris, if I can add to what Jerry's saying real quick, because that's my focus area. You know what I do. So with what he's saying about this financial planners, I'm already thinking my CPAs I have in my network and financial planners because I focus on commercial and investment properties. And that's what they work with, business owners, investors. So bringing this value to them could be great for financial planners. If you have a network of CPAs and then also the insurance agents, that's the angle like I like to take this.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And the other incredible thing that we've totally skimmed over is the fact that all these professionals talk and they're all friends. So you get one insurance agent or one financial planner and you effectively activate their database and they go get 4, 5, 6 referrals. I mean, what loan officer does that for their partners? All of a sudden, you're the shining star. You know what I mean? So then it opens up referral pipelines and all this other stuff. What we're doing is we're just laying the nitty gritty so that you have the ability to have the conversation. Jerry, we were talking about is there going to be a compliance issue? What if they don't have their database? What if they don't have all these things? As soon as you identify that problem, the value of the relationship is in solving the problem, not for them, but with them, because your value that you bring to the table is you close loans. You close loans on time. You can effectively communicate every single week while you have deals in process, and you have your follow-up and refer back program. That is the value that you bring. Everything else is just getting to the point where they send you the deal so that they can experience what it's like to work with you and experience the weekly calls that you make in the daily success plan and the follow-up refer back program and all of the incredible value that you give just by following the daily success plan inside Mortgage Marketing Animals. So anytime you meet an agent that has an issue, like, hey, I'm a qualified agent, but I don't have a database, you're there beside them, helping them solve that problem. You're not doing it for them. You're doing it with them. So you meet an agent, their database isn't organized inside a CRM. Hey, what are you doing next Tuesday? Why don't we go from 10 till noon? And or, you know what? No, that's during call stars. We're going to go from noon to 2. Say, I'm going to show up at your office at noon, and we're going to work on building your database until 2 o'clock, and then we'll go out for a coffee after. Does that sound good? Yeah, sure. Great. You show up, get their database organized, put it into a CRM, and then it's like, hey, now we're going to send messages to that database and let's drum up some business. We can make some calls together, right? And then all of a sudden the deal comes in, and then you're like, okay, that's why we're working together. So I can update you every week, do the follow-up refer back program. That's the true value. So every problem that you run into is an opportunity. Sorry about that. For you to get close enough to the agent so that you can earn the first referral. But you've got to make sure that they don't see you as a provider of a widget. The true value that you bring to the relationship is that you are the best loan officer, because you are, and that you do what you say you're going to do. Close on time, update them every week, do the follow-up refer back program. You nail it. So it's just about getting your foot in the door to get that first deal, and then you win it with the deals from that point forward. And I'll tell you a funny story about me. So I ended up converting the number one real estate agent on the Toronto Real Estate Board. So Canada, super small place. No, big place, not a lot of people. How about that? Toronto is the largest city. So arguably this guy's in the top 10 of agents in the country. Now keep in mind, this is, close to a decade ago. So he hears about me, about the online lead generation side of things, because we were generating a whole bunch of Google ad leads in the real estate business. And our deal was we would partner with mortgage brokers. The mortgage brokers would introduce us to realtors. We would generate all the leads. We got paid for the leads, and then they got this referral relationship. So this number one agent in Toronto calls me up, says, hey, I'd like to work with you and your dad's mortgage company. So this is a big deal. So I said, okay, great, no problem. He says, I want to buy the leads. So, okay, great, no problem. I can drown you in leads, buddy, no problem. So turn this thing on. We generated like 850 leads in the first 30 days. Something just ridiculous. Like I just turned it on, fire hose this guy. Get in my car, drive down to Toronto, show up at the office unannounced, walk into his office and say, hey, I've sent you 850 leads and I haven't gotten a mortgage referral yet. So here, boop, leads are off, because your problem isn't leads, is it? He goes, what are you talking about? I said, the problem is the leads aren't being called back in 5 minutes. And chances are, if you're not following up on your leads in 5 minutes, you're probably not effectively following up with your clients, are you? And he had an inside sales department, and it was a room, and it had 8 cubicles in it. And he had people in shifts that were coming in and sitting in the desks in time. And nobody was making any phone calls. They were drinking a lot of coffee, telling a lot of dirty jokes, doing a lot of stuff. Nobody was making phone calls. So I rented a bed and breakfast for 2 weeks, and I sat in the call center and I made sure that people made their calls. And they doubled the amount of appointments that they booked for the real estate agents in those 2 weeks. And I didn't actually generate an additional lead. And the point to telling that story is I could have just cashed a check because I was getting paid for every lead that I generated for them. 850 leads a month, sweet. But I knew if I didn't provide value to the relationship, we weren't going to get the mortgage business. And I was going to end up selling a widget, not having a referral relationship. So when I was able to identify the real problem, it took 2 weeks of my time to solve it. And we secured a referral relationship that lasted for years, years and years and years, because I identified the true problem, solved it so that we could get the first deal. And then the deal is where we built the relationship on how well we took care of the client. So understand, this is a way for you to open the relationship and find that value. But the true value that you bring is you and your mortgage business, how you treat the clients, how you update them, how you do the follow-up refer back. And all of that is built into the daily success plan. All you got to do is do the daily success plan, 2 hours a day with call stars every single day inside Mortgage Marketing Animals, do it 4 days a week, and everything else will take care of itself. That's what it's all about. This just is to feed the relationships that bring you the deals inside the daily success plan. Does that make sense? Is everybody with me?
Good.
Okay. Because I don't want anybody going down a rabbit hole in like all of a sudden my business is insurance leads, right? It's relationships for referrals. That's where the true business is going to come from. Okay. We are 4 minutes over time. And Jen, please don't wrap my knuckles. I promise I'm going to wrap up super quick.
Wrap
okay?
it up. I'm just kidding.
All right. So we knew that this was going to be a wild call when we started with the mullet. I know we've got some people here on the call, but you weren't here early enough to see how we started off here because there was some comments about the hair. So anyways, all right.
I need a video of you like playing some rock song from the 80s.
I would love to do that. My daughter, who is 8, has a keytar. So I'll do a keytar solo.
Oh, for sure. Oh, that's fun.
So Todd, we're on email number 4, and I've got all the timing and everything built in here. So this email is all set up with your information. Are you able to take on more referrals in your insurance agency? Do you have time for a quick call? And all your information is on there. So save action. We are good to go. So you have your workflow built. So now you can take the insurance agents that you want to reach out to, put them in the CRM as a contact, apply the tag, the system will run. Okay. We're going to go from draft to publish, and we are going to save. And
Thank you.
Built and ready to go inside your account. And we've got one more. And I know that we are over time, and Amy and team, I know that you guys have to go to calls. So feel free to pop off. We're going to spend 5 more minutes here with Todd. And for all y'all that would like to watch over our shoulder as we build this stuff, please feel free to hang out. But we also have our insurance partnership campaign. Okay. So this insurance partnership campaign, once the insurance agent comes to you and says, yes, I'm willing to work the database, these are all of the emails that are actually going to work the database of the insurance partner. So the first campaign was to get you the relationship with the insurance agent. Now this is the insurance agent has given you the leads, and you're going to follow up on the leads. So you can take these, transport them out into their CRM, and they can send it on their side, or you can just dump the leads into this system here. So same thing, trigger. So you're going to load the leads in. Contact trigger is insurance partnership. So if you apply the insurance partnership tag to a contact, they're going to go into this workflow. They're going to be assigned to a user. Todd, my recommendation is you create a user for the insurance agent. You put the insurance agent's footer information on it. The insurance agent's contact information is going to go on the messages. So these people have no idea who you are. It looks like a marketing message from the insurance professional.
That's awesome.
Make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Run this by compliance. Run this by your compliance department. I'm not a compliance expert. Check this with your compliance department.
Right.
You're going to assign it to the user that you have created inside the system. So rather than assigning it to you, you would have, insurance agent Susan, and you would click Susan's
Right.
user. The emails are all pre-programmed in here. So you want to put the insurance agent's name, and you want to put the insurance agent's email in here, how to save more money every month. And the template, you just want to put the insurance company name right there. That is the only change that you need to make inside that template, unless you don't like the copy. And if there's something that you want to do on the copy to enhance that, to make it just feel more like you or more to your liking, you just go ahead, edit that email template that's in there. And then this stays as your calendar link. This stays as your phone number, because the leads that are generated are going to come to you, not back to the insurance agent. They're going to come to you because they're interested in the refinance opportunity.
That's
right?
fantastic. Yeah.
So you've got that. In the interest of time, I won't go through the rest of them, but there's 3 emails in here at the end, and you are ready to rock.
Awesome. This this made me think of another scenario. So I have a new realtor. They gave me like 60 leads. Is there already a workflow to allow me to upload those 60 leads, under her somehow? And
Yes.
okay, which one is that?
So automations, if you type in Zillow, yes, this campaign right here is the one that you want. AI real estate lead converter. And I've got Zillow in brackets because this is the campaign where if you've got a top performing agent, and you can zap the leads from Zillow right into the CRM automatically. There's actually an automation built for it. So it's super easy to get the leads in here. So you just take this campaign right here, just read through the messages that are inside the system, but there's a contact tag, gets assigned to you, creates the opportunity, waits, sends the text message, and then these are actually powered by AI. So we already know most of the questions that a real estate lead is going to ask about real estate or about mortgages. So the way that this workflow works is when they respond to it, that response goes into the AI. AI writes the response to the lead, sends it through the CRM. So the AI actually has the conversation with the real estate lead for you. So you can basically just watch the conversation happening. And then if it looks like it's a qualified lead, you can just jump into the CRM and take over the conversation.
So would I create a new workflow for every realtors that's giving me these leads? Okay.
You got it.
Okay.
And that's incredibly simple to do. You just go back to your workflow menu, and we'll find this campaign again. And then see these 3 dots over here on the right-hand side?
Yeah, yeah.
Click on those.
Yeah.
Duplicate workflow.
Well, I think you guys are going to create an image and then make the rest of my 24 accounts.
24. It was 21 yesterday. My man,
Well,
you are on fire. All right.
I think I got it covered with 24. Yeah.
Awesome. So yeah, and the team is well aware. We went over that on the morning meeting this morning. So we've got you.
Any clue when that might happen?
In 21 hours. No, I'm just kidding. They're working on it today. They won't punch out all 21, but by like midweek next week, you'll have all those.
I just want to get started is all. So I know it's an enormous task. So thank you very much. You guys are unbelievable. I've never heard of support like you guys give. So if anybody's thinking about the CRM, don't think about it. Just get it.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Todd.
Thanks, Chris.
I appreciate that. LoanOfficerCRM.ai for those of you that are not on the CRM. Tried out for 30 days. Again, totally protected with our 100% money back guarantee. And with that, we are going to wrap, except for my man, Vincent.
Hey, man, let me just tell you this. I've been trying to debate and see when I'm going to jump on board with all this. I think I'm going to have to do it real quick because that's the first time anybody's ever explained anything to me like I was a 5th grader and I understood it. So, man, I don't know. You know what, Todd, I haven't had the pleasure of working with these guys yet, but I'm excited because of what he did for you today. So,
you don't even know what he's doing for
movement.
me. They're doing crazy stuff for me, and once it's all put
together, I can
together,
only imagine, man.
Yeah.
I can only imagine.
Jump in.
this
You're
guy is
you're gonna love it. It's ridiculously amazing. Yes, do it.
Well, I'm gonna do it. Chris, you did it today, man. You convinced me. And I'm a guy that's computer challenged. So I thank you, man. I'll be on board real soon here. We're gonna make it happen, my friend.
Chris,
You
this
made him
is
a
referral
believer.
number 2, by the way. And we talked about a referral program a week or so ago. This is number 2. So if you guys could get your elves working on that, that would be cool. There's more coming.
I got you. I got you. Awesome. Vincent, I got you too, brother. I'm looking forward to working with you.
Good stuff.
All right. Okay.
Sorry, can I have a question?
Of course.
I just signed up for the CEO program.
SEO. Mhm.
Yeah,
Awesome.
ICO. Sorry, and I have I have this loan officer CRM,
Yes.
but I don't have all of this AI, realtor, and Facebook stuff in my workflow.
Mhm.
No problem. So Malik, we've got you. I'm pretty sure the team is still building out your account in the background. But I will get with them right now. Myself and Jen, we're on it. I won't call us honey badgers, but we're we're pretty close. We're gonna get to working on the team. We'll make sure you get those today.
Even if I go to create the workflow, it's not there.
Right.
Interesting. Okay.
Not very interesting. Like it's a lot of things like what I'm looking here and there. It's not the same.
Okay. Well, we will get you and we'll make sure that that's taken care of for you today. And we appreciate you being on the SEO program. And we're going to make sure that you're well taken care of.
Thank you.
Awesome. Jen, do you want me to do that or you got that?
it. I got you. Yep.
All right. Sweet. Thank you, everybody. Happy Friday. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. And I'm looking forward to seeing everybody on Breakfast Club on Monday morning. Right on.
Thanks so much, Chris.
Have
Appreciate
a
it.
good weekend, everybody.
Thank you, Todd. Thanks, Vincent.
Thanks,
Bye,
Chris.
Lynn.
This was fun.
Thanks, Jen. Bye, everybody.